All right, man. Just say what you've been saying, man. Why do you hate Tennessee?
Man, I hate Tennessee because first of all, it's Tennessee, and I just hate them because they low down, they dirty, they some snitches, and I hate Philip. I hate their colors. I'm not a dog person. I just hate Tennessee, man. Like, and I hate Neyland Stadium. It looks like a garbage truck worker convention, and I hate all their quarterbacks. I hate Tennessee, man.
Describe what you feel about their colors too. I thought that was interesting.
It reminds me, and it's not that orange that you can stand. See, I hate Tennessee more than I hate Auburn. I just dislike Auburn. I hate Tennessee. See, Tennessee's colors is that throw up orange. It's not that orange that you can sit with. It's that puke inside of a pumpkin orange. And I don't like pumpkins. So I really don't like Tennessee, man. I can't stress that enough, man. And they losers, they sore losers because they're not Alabama, and I hate Tennessee, man.
Hey, traders. Happy Friday. Good to see y'all on another dramatic day that went pretty typically what you'd see in a bear market after a massive swing. It is not atypical. It's happened in the past where you had one of your biggest moves like that and the next day was just complete sell-off into it. And that's setting up for a very ominous Monday, October 17th. So if I get a birthday Black Monday, that would be the best birthday gift ever, probably. But, you know, I mean, all these Mondays have been set up for Black Monday and they just haven't come. So we'll see. But here's Bitcoin, man. Here it is. Sorry. I mean, you went up, you tested. I mean, there was even a supply line, man. There was a supply line. Even if you anchored it like this, you couldn't break it. What are you doing? Fail. You failed to break a supply line. You failed to break 19891. In fact, you just tested it again. I guess it's like your most formal back test, right? When you re-broke it on the 7th, you never re-back tested it, I guess. And now we've done it. Oh, man. Can it get more nasty? I'm just before a dump, you know? I'm just like, what are you doing? It did seem very possible we were going to test 19650, but damn, we went to 19891. And so what was it? A 10% swing from the lowest low to the highest high? Yes, 10% swing, and that's it. And now you're down 1%, but just you're hanging on by a thread still. The shark's there. The M shape, right? The type 2, it's there, but no one's buying. Resistance from history is being regarded as resistance again as early as today or as late as today. And look where you are. I mean, own this thing at your own risk when you're below this level, and you are for real below it right now. Wow. Good luck, bulls. If you're bullish, good luck. This just looks like soon just inverse moon. Oh, we got sirens. Hold on. Good God. Dude, these are serious sirens. Might be like a football team or something being like, you know, transported or something. Sounds like it. But anyway, that's where you are on your biggest crypto in the world. Nowhere good. Only in bad areas right now. Ethereum. What was that? What was that today? Oh, it rallied. It was at 1340. And now it's not. Now it's near where it closed yesterday, indecision. And to me, I wouldn't care about the 4 hour. I'm just looking at the daily. And if I'm looking at this, I don't want anything to do with this until $12 or $1,000. These sirens are effing. I'm about to go outside and do something. Oh my God. Okay. So do we even really need to look at the 4 hour? It doesn't matter. This should be hands off. If you care about a trend, if you care about a harmonic structure, if you care about value, there is nothing for you to do on this asset but to wait until much lower prices. That's it. That's Ethereum. That's been Ethereum. Been Ethereum. No change. BNB, no change. All the distribution, you're probably, not certainly, but you're probably going to 225 next. That's it. Too much distribution, man. Trend too bearish. Financial markets look like they're about to melt down. We have a very real possibility of a Black Monday. I mean, with all that being said, I think there's a higher probability of 225 than there is 330. Based on 1, 2, 3. Oh, what about 4? The lower high and this high are the same high. I mean, people are offloading their position quietly because scrubs don't know. Scrubs don't look at charts, and they don't care about subtle lower highs consecutively. Whatever, man. It could pump, man. Okay, have fun with your random pump that makes 0 sense on BNB. Sorry. Okay, let's go to Jonathan. How we doing over there, man? How'd you feel about the swing today? It was pretty dramatic, wasn't it? With the S&P and all that. Have you allocated any capital to shorts or puts anywhere across the markets?
I like turtles.
Thank you, Jonathan. So here it is. The downtrend continues. My God, you almost hit the supply line, but you failed. You failed. I mean, crap, dude. Did you almost... I mean, you failed to hit not just the supply line of the midterm downtrend, but the short-term little scrub bearish consolidation. You failed to hit both. You were so weak and there's such lack of demand. So you'd think the target eventually again is 838, 847, 850 down here again. Go test it once more. Well. It's too pathetic to even show you hidden bearish divergence. You figure there might be some, but no. It's just... You'd be, even if you were trying to long this low here, you'd be wanting to get a second low. Right? A one low, then a second low on just the first one. So the downtrend continues. The downtrend remains. Yesterday's move was Rudy Poo. That was discussed yesterday. Nothing changed, right? Oh my God, we had this crazy candle, and we understand the only time this ever happens, big moves like that we saw yesterday, intraday reversals, they're only in bear trends. It's never happened in a bull trend. That should tell you everything you need to know about probably where we're going next on the index funds, and that what that means is where we're probably going next on crypto. Oh, I understand that shorting here is much higher risk, certainly, and I would say that because of the lack of liquidity in the system now, as you saw yesterday. But the thing is, if you have longer term positions that are still short, there is nothing wrong with staying in them. Nothing.
Dollar lace, thanks, Mitch.
What's up, Tommy, man? Yeah, we'll look at the lease. We looked at it yesterday. We'll look at it again, man. All right, let's just go to these index funds and knock them out because they are quite significant, Larry. Very, very significant. And it's just, I don't know how this is going to play out because it's normally you're looking for this bearish Japanese candlestick reversal at tops after rallies. But you had a bullish engulfing candle yesterday, and now it has been trumped by the dark cloud cover reversal where you open higher than the previous candle's close, and then you pierce through at least 50% of the candle. This went 60+%. That is, you can't trust a bullish engulfing candle when a dark cloud cover comes right after it. Remember, the trend's bearish, and this is a bearish pattern, bearish candle. So, and the context is, where did the S&P close? It closed below 35.89. Look left. Well. No, it's right there. It's like a 35.89. The high from September 2020 is there's just, you think eventually up, down, up, down, up. You're thinking probably the target. Well, okay, I guess say 33.86. I would say the valleys though. Look, you got one touch, 2, 3, 4. 4 touches there. I mean, I think 32.33 repeating, of course.
32.33 repeating, of course.
Let's just go ahead and make that support that. We're so close to it. Let's just draw it out that way. Coordinates 32.33 repeating, of course. There it is. Let's make it that. That's close enough. That's perfect enough for me. All right. And I think that's probably in time where we're gonna make it. It just might take weeks. But if we start getting acceleration, we still have a very elevated volatility index. And so a lot of accumulation, a lot of higher lows, and eventually that thing could spike and give us that 40 we've been looking for. And that's going to take us real fast down to those much lower levels. What was so significant was the weekly. The weekly closed. The weekly close, well, it was the, yeah, right here. It's subtle, but as you can see, where traders settled up, where they closed the week, they closed this candle, was lower than the close from September 26th. As you can see, right here, you closed below that high from August 2020. And again, right here, November 2020, the lowest close. And another really couple bad things. My God, it's not just one bad thing. It's like multiple things. Okay, here are the multiple bad things. You close below a peak from 2020. One thing. That potential inverted hammer Japanese candlestick reversal is invalid. It is not real. It never caught follow through and never caught a higher close than the previous close, validating it. What else? Bearish engulfing candle. And then, of course, again, the lowest close. So you have all these really bad things that just happened a few hours ago.
Well, how the turntables.
What's up, Michael Scott? Let me get some Michael Scott clips on here, man.
Is that a joint?
Thank you, Michael. I don't know what Michael Scott would be saying about these markets right now. I don't know. Be saying some weird words.
It's China to me, China.
Get a police scanner. Peace.
What's up, Dow Jones?
0.003854551
Get him a police scanner body bag. Thank you, Double Down. Or not Double Down. Double Down's probably out there watching right now. Hey, Double Down. But thank you, Dow Jones. Dow Jones Double Down. Let's look at the DJY. Since he just tipped, here's your request, Kappa. Very bad. I mean, it's not as bad as the S&P. I'll give you that. I'll cede you that. But and you didn't close below the 2020 high, pre-COVID crash high. Okay, you closed slightly above it. Nice. And the inverted hammer caught some fall through and closed above it. So it might be a valid inverted hammer. But my God, the S&P, looking at that. But the bad news is you've just now spent 3 weeks in a row confirming the 200 simple moving average as resistance. You're below it and you're confirming that you're below it. And when is the last time you've done anything like that? Now, you fell below it, okay, you gapped down, then the massive engulfing candle. That's really nothing like what you're doing. Look, when you broke above it, you kind of stayed above it. You know, you fell below it May of 2020, but the next week right back above it. Hopefully that happens, but I'm just saying it's very rare that you're ever regarding this 200-week moving average as a resistance. I mean, these similar stuff from May of 2010, certainly very similar stuff. This is very real, like you saw in 2008 before the part 2 of the global financial crisis. Part 1, that's kind of where we're finishing up, and guess what? It's, well, September to October was the real bad stuff then. So I'm just giving you context of an index fund on a weekly time scale, very significant, regarding a 200-week moving average as resistance when it almost never does that unless things are terrible. Worst case scenario levels. That's where we are. Dow Jones. NASDAQ. Excuse me. Here it is. NASDAQ lowest weekly candle close officially since June of 2020. Worse than the S&P. Or the S&P was like November 2020. This is June of 2020. I mean, it's so bad that it's it's already done. It's already finished up regarding the 200-week moving average as resistance. It did that last week and pretty much the week before. Broke it 3 weeks ago in September. 3 weeks, pretty much a month ago. So look at this. I mean, the curved line I've had plotted for a long time now. You're at it. You closed at it. Is this going to hold? I really don't think it is, but we'll see. We will see, Larry. It's just the conditions are so terrible. I think there's just so much more pain, and there's no support. You get looking left horizontally. If you want me to plot it to make you, to not hurt your feelings, I'll do it. A peak, the pre-COVID crash peak, I'll plot it there. Okay, fine, 97.15, so that means you have more downside. But it's not going to act as a good, strong support. It's just not going to. think you got stronger levels in the 8,000s. Yep. And that's probably where you're headed, man. I think it's an 886. I think a full reset from the low to the high. And that's going to be down in the 8,000s. Yeah, I saw that, Jeffrey. It's... with the quips, man.
Zero Edge. It's so bad. The market will drop again tomorrow.
It almost sounded like you said zero edge. Thank you, Jeffrey. Bears got the edge. I mean, hey, dude, the NASDAQ down 3% today. No big deal, man. Whatever. Everything's fine. Didn't you see yesterday? What a joke. Okay, so terrible. Technically, multi-year. 2.5-year lows on the weekly close on this one. Russ 2000. Your small caps performing a little bit better, you know, than the NASDAQ and the S&P, but huge butts here. Huge kadunkadunk. All right. 2018 and 2020 highs have just been re-regarded as resistance for the third week in a row. You're so weak. There's such lack of demand. Market participants are even unable to rally the price to test the 200-week moving average that you broke about a month ago. You're below that, Larry. This one spends a little bit more time below the 200 than the others, but still, it's just a double bottom. Double bottom with zero edge, zero Japanese candlestick reversal, below resistance, regarding it as resistance, closing weeks below the resistance. You can't say this is a double bottom or potential double bottom yet. What's up, Jimmy Hart? Thanks for the $20.99. Dang them for taking that 1 penny, man. Dang them. Sorry, my Ethereum's frozen. Should be good now. Yeah, it doesn't move very much. Okay. So there's a long way down if you're looking at the weekly. You understand 1600. I mean, I think 1464 would be the supports. And then after that's 1300. And I think when it's all said and done, 1300 seems like a very adequate target. If you're talking about Fibonacci, low to high, I don't know why 786 can't be achieved. It makes plenty of sense. Value perceived area at a support. Nice. I'm good with that. That makes the most sense to me. And if you don't hold that, yeah, 1138, got it. Those are your index funds, Larry. Let's look at gold, because gold closed the week too. And guess what? It's as bad as it could get. This is like worst case you could do for a close. All right. Here's gold, the Tower of Baradur. It's there. Sauron is alive and well. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed. 200-week moving average rejected. Seems very close, man. It was your second lowest candle close. That rivals the low from September 19th that week, but that's terrible. You get looking left, nothing makes sense until 1500 minimum, but probably 1400. You just got to know how cooked and how done gold is, how done silver is. On paper, I'm not talking about real life, dude. Real life gold, silver, stores of value, understandable. I'm talking about the charts. Look what the silver spot price has done. It's awful. You have confirmed once, just kidding, twice, that the 200-week simple moving average is resistance, and we caught a bearish engulfing candle. Second lowest candle close of the bear trend. The next target is 735 again, and once you break that, you go straight down to 1387, which is the long-term target, the 886, the pattern completion zone of the BAT, value perceived area. That's the great area. That's why I just like, I'm not like trying to like just scoop up spot price gold, silver in real life. I'm just like, well, man, I could probably get silver spot price at $14 if I wait a year. It's so bad. God, I wish we'd just do this and be like, oh man, look what silver's just done, chat, on the weekly. Dude, it's uptrending right now. It's probably got some more upside, probably to the 886, and that's where we'll probably see a reaction. But my God, this thing has been making higher highs, higher lows. Yeah, it just broke back above the 200-week moving average and regarded it twice as support and bullish engulfing candle. Beautiful.
Can you look
This
at
might catch follow through, and that's how we get to the 886.
Portfolio if it gets below $40? Thanks.
Yeah, we'll look at O. Thank you, 780 mountains. It used to be 1,000 mountains, but due to inflation, it's only 780 mountains. Thank you, dude. Look at O. Is that your O face? As we look at silver and a bull trend kappa. Such kappas, unfortunately. Anyway. Guess what happened to natural gas? You know it's done, dude. Like, I'm just thinking it had it's on its longest losing streak in 21 years. Natural gas now. Lowest weekly candle close on UNG since July. But you know what it is. It's the Luna Fractal. The Luna Fractal. Look what it's doing. Remember, it's just back testing 2320 as resistance and rejecting it to close the week out. That's terrible. That's the worst thing. If you're a bull on natural gas, that's the worst thing you could ever want to happen. One does not simply break below levels from history and then back test them as resistance and close the week out below
pick
them.
mRNA and nice divergence on weekly, also potential range between 0.618 to 0.7865. Ooh, can you check it?
Yeah, but the scamdemic, you know, the whole FDA stuff with them being able to, you know, the whole narrative of pressuring people into taking their stupid, unproven gene therapy, it's not there anymore. So I don't know how well it's going to fare, you know? They don't have people pretty much putting a gun to your head telling you you have to take our vaccine, our gene therapy. So I don't know how it's going to fare for mRNA. It's been a wonderful short for a long time. But yeah, I know it's hit support lately, but we'll look at it. Thank you, Scarlett. Yeah. Okay, sorry, UNG. Probably after all this, $20. And then after, you know, because it's a low from 2017, you ever break that, wow, you probably go into this low, 1834. Yeah, that's it for now. And 886, you'd think at least from this low to high too. That makes an 886 is 2042. 886 lines up with the inflection point that goes back to 2018. That's the target. That's the target on UNG for now until it breaks back above 2320, until it breaks back above the 200-week moving average. You can't be bullish right now. Even though it's been a nice move down, it's maybe not done. Oil wrecked. Yeah. Bearish engulfing candle. Bearish engulfing candle. Closed below the inflection point that you desperately needed to stay above. You couldn't even stay above it for a week or more than a week, man. It probably going back down to 78.35 now. $75. Downtrend continues, okay? And it all started with your beautiful bearish shark, the Jesus. Now another one, but it was so pathetic it couldn't even get up to the PCZ because there was such a lack of demand. Bad news. Oh man, you're talking about like the food too, wheat. Oh yikes! I would be really careful here that it's the week's closed. Market participants were unable to break above 919, a real inflection point. They've been failing since the 22nd of September. It's probably going to roll over. That's like it's all about like market participants really want to see is there enough of them to break a key level from history? You spend time at those levels breaking it, failing, breaking, failing, breaking, failing. And then eventually, after enough failures, you start rolling over. You closed out the week like this. Terrible. Look at the 200-day moving average. It's just three attempts too. It's just bad. So probably done. I mean, if the VIX pumps, man, whenever that happens, everything on paper is going to get wrecked. All commodities, equities, bonds, that's going to continue. It was crazy, man. The seafood price even down 2%. Remember what was Alaskan sea crabs? Like 80% of the Alaskan sea crabs have mysteriously vanished, according to sources. Weird. Sea crabs gone, dude. But still, no one's buying. 0GW8 at a critical level of support from 2020, from 2017. Once this breaks, I mean, you're going straight down to, I would say, $58, $59. You've crashed. And there's no one buying after the crash. Wow. That's sad news, man. I mean, a lot of your commodities today, like cotton. Oh, cotton's done, dude. Cotton's back below $92 to $97. That's a massive inflection point. You've confirmed lower highs than previous highs, and now it was the second lowest daily candle close since May of 2021, and you're in free fall territory. The target below $92 is $65. That is where you will end up eventually if you're patient and you wait long enough. Cotton's done, man. Most likely. Hey, baby. Hey! Can we please get a big round of applause? Wait, sorry, wrong button. But also breaking news on HOG futures being down 12% today. When we've looked at this, what have we discussed about this? But does anyone, I don't think anyone's gonna remember at all. But what's been the discussion of HOG futures lately? I'm just wondering, you know, like, right? I mean, I was gonna take a chance. I know it's like a gamble, always asking, hey, you remember what we were talking about when we were looking at this asset? Hey, how you okay? Coming in. Thank God, man. Without you, we'd be screwed. Yeah, we were talking about classic redistribution going on, and we said it could go a little higher, but you're working on a third lower high locally, and that's really, really bearish. And so now it's over. It's playing out. You're at the lowest prices you've seen since January, top of the year. And there's no support, really. My God, man. Okay, I guess the support starts really coming in. Looks a little bit like back here from 2004 to 2008. That's probably, I mean, you're almost there. So you're going to test that for a while. And that's, you know, if you're talking about harmonics, right? A and C, or the C and A gets the T and A. You know what I'm saying? Those are the aggressive targets for all harmonics. It's the automat. It's coming in from Vermont. Yeah, dude. Yeah. CarMax, right? Yeah, they're screwed. So screwed, dude.
Crypto_hoarder tipped $129.68, driving and mostly listening, on my way to Vermont. Thanks for taking a look at KMX. Happy almost birthday, my friend. 0.100000000 ETH.
Thank you so much, Crypto Hoarder, man. This is crazy. My automatic blinds now are starting to squeak. I have no idea. I gotta give them like WD. That's probably the most real first world problem in the world. I'm sure Crypto Hoarders probably had to deal with it before at one time. But when your remote controlled blinds, they start squeaking and you need to oil them up. So one thing of something more first world crazy than that. Wow. Okay. What happened to my watermark? Thanks
have
again,
you heard
Crypto Hoarder,
about
man.
Pulse Bitcoin? I think it has something to do with Pulse Dogecoin. PLSD outperforming like the Jesus.
I don't know. We'll take a look at it, man. If you're so inclined, I do declare. What the heck, man? Why is my watermark not visible now? Huh? Oh. There it is. What the? How long has that been going on? Jeez. Okay. Mexican, my God, man. All right. We'll look at CarMax anyway, again, dude, and enjoy the beautiful colors, take some pictures, put them in the community IRL, post them in general chat or somewhere, right? DM me some crazy trees. It's really, autumn is kind of like tree porn season, right? I call it tree porn because it's just like beautiful. Oh my God. We saw the maples though. I'm like but what's your favorite tree of all time? Type of tree? It's a maple. Maples of all sorts. I love them. I'm obsessed. Maple Moon Boy. Yeah. Not the syrup. I'm just talking about the trees. Okay. Hey, Rice Futures. All right. What a good close to the week. I mean, you're thinking this is it could reverse anytime, make a higher low and continue upward, but for now the argument's still there. Like, dang, dude, you could be working on a trend reversal and the harmonic is ushering it in. Watermark not showing on stream could be that's another first world problem. Sure. Yeah. Tree peak guy. Maple tree peak guy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's like we're at all-time high on credit cards and debt. I'm over here talking about my remote control blinds, dude. Okay, yeah, we got problems. How about orange juice futures? Doesn't care about your stupid currency crisis, inflation crisis, energy crisis, debt crisis. Orange juice doesn't care about anything but higher prices or its insanely strong uptrend. Yeah, that's orange juice. Orange juice, technically. Wow, this is official. Let's get some Jesus chimes in here for orange juice. Highest weekly candle close since December of 2016. Orange juice, baby. Kind of don't like that because Alabama's playing Tennessee tomorrow in a huge top 10 matchup, and they're like orange, and this is orange juice. It's kind of making me feel weird, you know, kind of uncomfortable. But that's just my brain, okay? Great stuff, man. What about your, oh no, chat, oh no. Live cattle futures, highest weekly candle close since August of 2015. Massive, like, moves going on. So you got your live cattle is mooning, but your hogs are collapsing. Interesting. But your orange juice mooning, but then your wheat getting wrecked. Your rice looks like it could be rolling over. Corn down. Corn struggling. Very interesting. It's just not all commodities created equal, I guess. What about copper? Copper was, oh man. Copper, another weekly close below the 200-week moving average, third in a row. 3 times, chat. When do you do that? Just so rare. And here we go. Come on. It's beautiful. Don't forget this. Do not forget the potential 3 falling peaks redistribution pattern. That it will be confirmed when copper breaks 329. Have your alerts set up on this, you know. When you hear the beep at like 328, you know bad stuff's coming for copper, going probably to 297. It's probably going to make the lowest lows of the downtrend once this support breaks. Yeah. Yeah, and then you got, man, I thought, well, platinum's kind of hanging in there a little bit better than everything else, but then you go to palladium, and nope, this right here is done. I don't think this is real at all. You can't do that. When you accumulate like that, it's time. You can't be going to confirmation lines and failing and then rolling over. It's done now. I don't have any faith in this. Look at the 200-day moving average. You're below it again. You're just probably getting ready to leg down to go test those lows again. So bad. Just terrible, man. Commodities right now. And here's your energy. Wow, Peabody Energy. This is coal. Pretty much the epitome of the coal chart. Coal could not break the supply line. I don't know how you could in these market conditions, down 3%. No breakout. You have no bullish breakout on coal or Peabody Energy right now. None. All right, so just spent a little time looking at those commodities. We can look at something bad happened yesterday, chat. We didn't even, it happened last night. I pinged everyone. It happened really in the morning. Japanese yen, US dollar, what happened? You broke the 1998 low. As you can see here, August 1998, and now you've fallen to the lowest prices since August of 1990. 32-year lows, and you're talking about an unfilled gap. This gap will fill. Like, I would say it's almost certain at this point. Look where it is. Look how close you are. There it is. That's a gap. Good God, a 32-year gap fill. Gaps always fill. No, dude, not on the Japanese yen, says somebody like 5 years ago. Not that one back from 1990, and it'll happen probably next week when the markets reopen. Oh, how about this gap? No, dude, this gap at 6381 never gonna fill. Yeah, right. Bet it does eventually now. God. Look at how it closed. It closed at its lows. Nasty. This thing is not an S-coin. This is a sovereign currency. Bro. It is absolutely crazy, man. What's going on? It's quite the time to give a crap about traditional technical analysis and just financial markets in general. Kind of go hand in hand. There's nothing there. You're in outer space now. It's a breakaway. Just imagine, man, January 2021, the yen, 97.36. In 650 days, it's down 31%. That's poor Japanese Joe Schmo. Or what's Japanese, a Japanese Joe name, you know? Or him. Or her. What's up, Jay? Thank you, dude. You have 3 days. Guess what? Chat, the 3 days, it ended. It's closed. So now what? That's what I'm saying. Monday, you have 3 days. It's over. Monday's coming. Yeah, 3 days, mate. The UK 100, right? 3 days, mate. You know what's coming. All you have to do is look at the unbelievably perfect setup here to know what's probably coming next for the UK 100, mate. I got that when you break 67.57, it's a long way down. And the target, aggressive targets, I think these will get hit. I think these are the targets. You have it's already confirmed, by the way. If we're talking about it's not like a perfect per se, because this is a whacked out valley, but you're talking about 3 falling peaks. This will be the second peak. So the second peak is the confirmation line. You've broken it. You broke the confirmation line. So it's confirmed and it's still active as a broken bearish pattern, or like it's broken down. It broke down out of the pattern. So it is confirmed and it is a real bearish distribution pattern that will end with prices way lower. 3 days is over, dude. So now maybe it's time to break the key support that goes all the way back to effing 2007. Look what happened last time. Oh my God. I love it. I think this is beautiful. Like, if you flip the chart over, oh my God, classic accumulation at the pattern completion zone of a textbook bullish bat. And a confirmed, 3 rising valleys. Good luck, UK. You're gonna need it. You know why? It's not just your index fund. It's also your currency that is probably not done collapsing. Please tell me, What is going to change the Great Britain pound from getting pounded more and probably going to retest the all-time lows from September 26th? What, didn't trust she like fired the finance minister like a week or a month into his role or something, already rehired someone? That's obviously not the finance minister's fault. That's probably her. I mean, that's showing how panicked and freaked out they are. Goodbye, it's okay about that bloody. I don't even know how to say it in British. Okay. Yeah, dude, this is just, all this stuff's gonna end so bad. Here's your euro if you want to really see it. And now we talked about the spring back test, but wow, it's still valid. The back test of spring's still valid. I'm having an alert set up. When I hear the beep, I know the spring back test was a big old bunch of crap, and it's greater than technicals. Well, you know, is it greater than technicals, or is it just, hey, it was a failed spring back test? And that happens. That can definitely happen when I guess the macro is so bad that no one came in to buy at the support. So it just rolls over, and it wasn't really a good day today to close. But you close the week above it, which is great. You're safe for now. But below this, doom. 90 cents. So you better pray if you're European that this 97 cent area holds, or it's done, dude. It's gonna be the scene in Euro Trip. A nickel, I quit. All right. What was it? The Colombian peso today hit all-time lows. That was another one. Colombian peso. Here it is, Larry. Here's your all-time lows. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, third world. Third world gets wrecked first. The second world. And then your first world starts becoming the second world, as what we're seeing already, right? Wow. Get right, Colombia. Guess that's gonna, they're probably gonna start selling more cocaine. Thai bot. Lowest daily candle close since, I don't even know, man. Lowest daily candle close, I guess, since like September of 2006. Thai bot, dude. Let's go to Thailand. Norwegian krone connect. Oh, it's holding in there a little bit better, I guess. Fine like a fruit fly. Crypto Hoarder would love this one. 9252. Once that breaks, bye-bye. Bye-bye, krone. The Hong Kong dollar. Oh, I can't believe it's even holding, man. What is happening? Just forget it, man. Singapore dollar. Whoa. Holding on. Is that a double bottom? It hit supports. And it's catching bids off supports. Finally, something's doing something, right? Don't look for any more optimism. Here's your... Remember that time there was a potential bullish butterfly at its max threshold that reacted for a couple days and then collapsed again? Oh my God, where are we at now? We're at a 250. A 41. I guess it's like the 414. The 414% retrace from the BTC point. But it's like, okay, it reacted. And now look at it. Lowest daily candle close ever. Look at the dinosaur. You hear that? That happened today. The offshore Chinese yuan, the lowest low in history today. Not yesterday, today, chat. History. Jesus chimes. God. We got less than 10 minutes till your week can close. It is a birthday weekend. Let's go. The world collapsing. The Polish zloty. It's doing fine, man. I mean, no, not really. It's dead, dude. Screwed. New Zealand dollar. Oh my. Oh. So close, but not. It was so close to a 3 falling methods, but you know, it was, if you use Japanese candlestick math on these 2 candles, it would be, you know, the falling 3 methods. But hey, guess what? New Zealand dollar chat today. Now, there might be more data on another chart. Maybe find it for me and tell me. But today, on the Wanda chart that has data that goes all the way back to, I don't even know. Oh, here we go. All right, it's your lowest daily candle close on Wanda, or on ever, right? It's the lowest candle close since April of 2009. And yeah, you're in a lot of trouble, man. I mean, like, these currencies are just effed. We got some freaking Kiwis in here. Probably not happy. Look at the parabolic downtrend continues. Let's go, dude. It's like an inverse old tech stock, but it's a currency. Hey, the Mexican dollar, man. How's it doing? All right, it's hanging in there. Holy crap. I mean, it's like it was showing accumulation. Now it's showing distribution. This is still not, I mean, it's an idea. It could just blast. It could continue rallying and not collapsing, but dang, man. Doing so much better than so many other currencies. It's kind of impressive, isn't it? The Danish krone just wrecked. If you're Danish, I'm sorry. That's it, dude. It's like near all-time lows, right? I mean, these are probably, if we're looking at the weekly, these are probably all-time lows. The Czech Koruna get wrecked, dude. Soon going to be testing the all-time lows, I think. Yep. I mean, look at that. Why is it not? It's like Haley's Comet, dude. 2015, 2017, 2020. Guess what? 2022 coming to a theater near you on the Czech Koruna. Yeah. Sorry, dude. Swiss franc. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. You know what the Swiss franc did today? Made its lowest daily candle close since May of 2019, which isn't that crazy compared to the other ones. But there's no support here. This thing's going to see 97.71. Okay. Of all these candles, this was the lowest close of them all today. Australian dollar already broke support. Bearish engulfing candle, lowest daily candle close today. Since, you know, it's April 2020, not as bad as others. But don't worry, it's going to get a lot worse. A lot worse. Yeah, you're heading on down. There's nothing here. You're heading on down to 60 cents and then 57 cents after that. Then who knows? You know, you keep getting wrecked. What's going to change any of this? Nothing. Nothing's going to change it yet. Something insane would have to happen to reverse the course of these sovereign currencies. Canadian dollar, bearish engulfing candle, lowest daily candle close since May of 2020, and all support, all formal support on the Canadian dollar is gone. Chat, it's over. 68 cents is your next target, formal target. You see it. Sorry, up, down, or down, up, down. And maybe we'll reverse there, man. You got a long way down. I'm sorry. So that we just looked at all the currency pairs, all the big ones, a lot of big ones, man. I mean, that's the state of them. They're like S coins now. They trade like S coins, which should tell you something. Maybe they are S coins now. No need to look at S coins. We know what's in store for the S coins. They're probably effed. Most of them have broken all supports. They back tested those supports as resistance now multiple days. Yesterday, yeah, it prevented the crash, but they're still in crash territory. A lot of the altcoins, the S coins, like currency pairs, free fall territory. Yeah, dollar milkshake theory. That's right, dude. So you want to see some more bear porn? Let's go to Square. Nothing. You're talking about an S coin. There's nothing different about Cardano in Square. There's nothing different technically in Waves. And I'm talking about an asset or something that exists on a chart that breaks a support resistance, back tests it as resistance, and catches fall through the downside. And Square making a massive bearish engulfing candle You know, look what it tested. It's resistance. We all know it now. And now we're covering the previous candles, all of them, making the lowest daily candle close since April 2020. And yeah, there's one little low from 2018. The formal support's broken. I'm thinking see at $34 eventually on Square. Or Block Incorporated, man. Because remember, we changed our name to Block because, like blockchain, I think, or something, bro. That'll get like more users, right? Zuckerberg, we're gonna like change our name to like Meta, cause like metaverse, cause crypto bubble. Like Composite Operator took down the CEO of Square and Facebook, got them so emotionally caught in the FOMO mania that they changed the name of their effing companies. And look at him now, man. Composite man, genius. He's out there, always there. Talking about S-coins and crap makes me thirsty, man. Need chickens. A little sassy today. I infused my coffee with espresso shot, so we're going. But what else, man? I thought, like, you know, is that it? Are we cool? I don't know. The dailies look so bad. They're pointing out the weeklies are worse. Look at this weekly. Weekly bearish engulfing candle and a bearish back test. Hidden bearish divergence. Oh my God. It's over. Like, if you think this is a fruit fly support, it's the Cheeto support for how you okay. $50. If you think this is going to hold, I got a bridge to sell you. I think $34 should be an adequate target from here. And then below that, wow, $15? Are you kidding? Carvana, you know, because I mean, Hoarder Man was talking about CarMax. Well, this is like some sort of competitor. Here's your weekly close on Carvana, the lowest weekly candle close since November of 2017. Formal support broken. It was already broken. It was back tested last week. You understand this thing's probably going to $12. Paramount held on. Oh, just wait till Black Monday. Are you okay? All right, just there's more downside on Carvana. And then CarMax, again, it was ugly and it was probably going to get worse. And oh, it did get worse. Oh, it did. Look, lowest weekly candle close since March 2020. Not as bad as Carvana.
Mitch is a goat.
What's up? We'll look at ENS, which I don't know why you'd want to be looking at any cryptos right now. I mean, just like, hey man, can you look at this Beanie Baby? But the Beanie Baby bubble popped, dude. So why would we want to look at Beanie Babies? I don't want to look at Tabasco anymore. Yeah, $54. And once that breaks $43, I think that's probably where you're headed in time. It's a bubble. The bubble popped. You'll get some dead cat bounce rallies, which you really have gotten zero since the top. You'll get one, man, and you might react at $54 for that scrub rally before dumping lower. I mean, just thinking 886 from 08, you know, on something like this. Oh man, and like what we didn't talk about, the one that is going to, this will single-handedly destroy Kathy Wood. Kathy Wood's wood. Well, it's probably wood now. You know, she's lost so much woods that it's just singular wood now. I don't know, right? Or that's maybe how she got her last name is Wood and not Woods. Her forefathers lost so much money that it's not Woods anymore. It's just Kathy Wood. Okay. She's got one wood left and she's about to lose it all. She's about to be Kathy, like Cher, but with no last name. Because she lost it, man. Look at this. This is the single largest holding of ARK. Yeah, she's going to be Kathy Twig next. Yeah, exactly. Kathy Twig. So you don't understand. It was the okay, Jesus chimes, by the way. Bitcoin. Daily closed. But look, Tesla, lowest weekly candle close since June of 2021. And what happened today on the weekly is so significant because if you understand the 3 falling peak structure, today at close gave us the confirmed breakdown of the pattern. We had the confirmation line, which is what gives you a valid. It's like a confirmation lines are like necklines on 3 falling peak structures. But when you break the confirmation line, which is the second valley of the 3 falling peaks, it's confirmed as a pattern and it's a confirmed breakdown. You got that today. Not yesterday. It was doing it yesterday, the day before, but now it's official today. It's down 7.55%. And all this left, man, but you understand the measured move of this structure takes you to probably a 100% retrace or an 886. So you're thinking if this pattern actually plays out long term, it might take 6 months. But you're thinking probably $70 Tesla if this 100% measured move hits. You know, we don't have to go by that. We can just go by, hey, the 200 moving average, 155. There's really not much support, is there? It's just almost like a straight line up. So I would say maybe a little bit of support, maybe 130, 107 to 786. You just know if this thing looks like this, how could you be Kathy Woods and own it? How could this be your single largest holding when you're staring into the face of a massive, colossal size, classic distribution structure that oftentimes ushers in massive, ungodly reversals? And there's hidden bearish divergence on the third peak, the Wombo combo, right? All right, let's get the request knocked out, you know? Why not? First request, man. First request. First request was LASE for Tommy. Oh my god, dude, another insane day. Well, we can start it on the weekly. Again, this is one to not really care about. Look, man, you can own it, but traditional technical analysis, can't do it. It was the highest weekly candle close ever. Bullish engulfing candle on high volume, man, in its 3-week existence. Daily, just another gap up, insane. What do you want from me? I appreciate the contribution. I always do. I am grateful for the support. But I decided, what do you want from me? What am I supposed to do here on this? Did we do the local on the 8th? Not really. No.
Hey Mitch, looking at total on the weekly logarithmic scale. Where would you start a channel, January 2015 or August 2015, and then touching Mar 20 to current?
I don't know, but we will look, James. We'll figure it out. Thank you, man. When I get there. That's right, Tommy, man. I couldn't have said it. No, it's sharks with freaking lasers on their heads, dude. On their heads. Not in their fins. Freaking lasers on their heads or something. Oh, and you almost knocked out Kush Blunt's 20 or whatever. What could have been James's. Thank you, dude. So yeah, I mean, hey, you break 550, it's a breakout, I guess. There's open gaps. Well, you can go fill the gap at 186. It probably will fill maybe one day. I just don't know what I can do here. It's up 19%, and that's great. Thank you, man. Much love. Let's go to the next request, which was O for 780 mountains due to inflation. The Realty Income Corporation. Oh my God. REITs are crashing. It's not just this one. It's many others. Lowest daily candle close. Lowest daily candle close on this asset officially. Since July 2020. Sitting at some support. I could see that, right? You see some inflection there. Anything else going low? Not really. So it looks like that's where you're headed. Massive engulfing. Oh, it's so ugly. You're oversold. Maybe the week. What was the question about it? You're thinking to add to this long-term dividend if it gets below 40. Let's see. You should obviously be looking for an 886. So there was a split on this at one point because my stuff got screwed here. You get below 40. Man, so nasty, dude.
Can you look at AFP? It will say pancake swap AFP BISD.
Are you the pancake guy? What's up, Cable's here? I think you did. Nice cat, AFP. Yeah, I think 40. If it gets below 40, which could be so bad, dude. What's up, Day?
Day Reichland tipped $40. So glad I joined the Discord. Can you check out Hex on 4 hours and daily? 0.03081969 EDH.
Day Richland, thanks so much for joining the Discord, and thanks for the contribution. And everyone else who's in here is watching. You should join the Discord too. Listen to that man. Discord, full of value. It's where you want to be. Like, you want to be a part of a community like this when we're in such market turmoil. Like, you want to. It's way more fun. I get it, and hype during bull markets. Love it. But in bear markets, it's extremely informative. Everyone is so, like, there's 14,000 plus people, and a lot of people have their ears to the ground on all kinds of different parts of the world financially, right? I mean, you're just going to be getting just informed. People are going to tell you things about, oh, dang, man, I didn't even know that. Someone in general chat just posted this tweet about something crazy that happened. Just, you want to be a part of that community. So that's why you join Discord. Okay. Educational resources in there too. You know, if you're trying to get your feet wet on traditional technical analysis, so you can better follow along on the stream. But below 40, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe it's just like where are the supports, you know, after 40. So yeah, maybe, sure. When we're at $40, man, who knows what's going on with the other markets. But yeah, at least an 886 here from here before some sort of reaction. So an 886 is $41. So yeah, maybe. Yeah. mRNA for Scarlet. The question she asked was,
gentlemen in the mix.
Was loud. She asked, nice divergence in the weekly, also potential range between 618, 786, Fibonacci. Can you check? She's probably talking about the Fibonacci from the lowest low ever to the high. Yeah, 786. Well, it has been range bound, certainly. Yes. Yes. It was such a good short up here. But now, yeah, I covered before I went to Vegas because it's just down at this level. It went a little lower. I'm like, dang, dude, is it just going to collapse, I guess? And it's rallied a little bit. I just think the bubble popped, and yeah, it could rally back up to 178. What we'd be probably looking for here is like it's so weak that it fails to see 178 and starts rolling over again. I think that's what we'll be looking for. I don't think if we're thinking about a range here, what's happening, the bubbles popped and all the stuff we talked about earlier is happening. You think what's going to happen is it's going to rally and attempt to get there, but fail because there's not enough demand.
For me on TQ's WM2NS, it won't come up as an option on TradingView. Just hit enter, accounting for M2.
Rob, sounds good. We'll do that. Thank you for the 1555 repeating it for us. Thank you, dude. Yeah. So you're thinking about this maybe as a rectangle. Okay, Scarlet, we got a rectangle. We just hit the bottom of the rectangle. And now we're looking for an attempted rally. And what are we looking for? We're looking for that good old-fashioned partial rise. So when the asset rallies, makes a lower high than previous high, and fails to see the top of the rectangle, and then it will be when it starts rolling over, it'll become potential partial rise. And when it starts falling and we see the bottom of the rectangle again, we know there's a massive 70% chance we're going to break down, not up. So I think that's what we'd be looking for in this context, because we know you are not in a bull trend. The bull trend's over. It was a bubble. The bubble popped. And now we're unwinding. So we're looking for the bearish stuff here.
Going straight down looking for a long-term entry. Thanks.
3M. Yeah, there was a long entry, I think, sometime in 2020. It's over now, but yeah, we'll relook. Okay, thank you, dude. 780 mountains. Okay, so we're looking for something like that. Does that make sense, Scarlett? I don't know if you're out there still watching, but you're not gonna. I don't think we're seeing a higher high than 170 or 178, 186. It's probably not gonna happen. Probably be something like this. It'd probably be the inverse of this, right? Could rally, make a 618, 786. Yeah. Give me the rectangles, partial rise, then confirm it, and then we know we're screwed. Well, screwed in a good way, because we want this thing to go to zero, really, because what they've done, what they did to people, these pharmaceutical companies, criminal, legit. Pulse Moj, Joan Coin. I don't even know how to say it anymore. Oh my God, I've said it so many times. Pulse Malose, Doge, John Coin, Son, something. Oh wow, go figure, right? Another day, another good day for Pulse Dogecoin that made its highest daily candle close since August 15th and is probably headed to 636. If it breaks 636, you could imagine seeing 826 to 884, because it's like there's nothing there. Higher lows, you're in an uptrend. There is no question about it. This one is in an uptrend, and it's doing some good stuff at key levels. It's now broken out and back tested the breakout as support 2 days in a row. It's confirmed it and is now catching follow through. That's really powerful price action currently. And that's all I've got for you on this. All right. Nice. Only good things to say about Pulse Doge Chain Coin right now. Nice stuff, dude. ENS for Lovejeet. ENS, I don't know. Good, we'll look at ENS. I don't know, it doesn't stop, does it? It's unbelievable. It just keeps going. Wow. Really is a sight to behold. The higher low right there, that's visible on the 4 hour, isn't it? Yeah, it's like that right there. Then above the resistance, and now you're rallying, and it's like, dang. So you're thinking probably you think it'd continue at least till 2138 to 20. That's the next level, right? The next major inflection point. So you got some sort of crab here, a crab pattern. If it's going to continue this way, I mean, you can't deny. And that's a butterfly. Okay, so we got a range. So between a 1272, which is where it is. Okay, that's the pattern completion, the beginning of the pattern completion zone. So you've reacted very well here, but you've certainly not reversed. You haven't reacted enough either to really know. It's just cool that it's respecting the 1272 fib extension, but this thing could go to the 1414. And if things get really spicy, which these are the most unfavorable conditions for 1618, I think, but the way it's performing so far, can't be that surprised. A 1.618, the maximum threshold of the bearish butterfly, is going to take you almost perfectly to the top of the inflection point from looking left, like a candle high close from February 2022. So you've begun. So these are certainly not the levels to be longing, because if you're at pattern completion zones of bearish reversal patterns, harmonics, what are you doing? Why would you long where they would reverse or react here? So it's either here or you go higher. So it's a big range. Okay. And that's where you are. If you were in on it earlier, great, man. That's awesome. Good for you. But now, starting to get really limited. One should never be, not a financial advice, but one should never be taking fresh longs on assets that have hit pattern completion zones of bearish reversal patterns, right? But yeah, there could be more upside. Here's your threshold. I'll just have it out for you where you are now, all the way to here. This is the zone of the butterfly. All right. Hope that helps a little bit. Probably not, but you know, what else who else is gonna, bring up these inflection points confluent with harmonics and talk about the threshold of the harmonic completion zones. I mean, who else is doing this? Thank you, dude. I'm just saying, I hope I provided some sort of value with this analysis. Okay. Love Jeet. Thanks. Let's go to total. We'll go to the main screen for it. He wants to see the monthly and log scale or something. Total weekly log. Okay. Total weekly log. Where would I start a channel, he says. Well, on YouTube, man. Where would I start a channel? Where would you start? January 2015 or August 2015? January 2015 or August 2015. Could use Equidistant because it's such a, we've got our brave new coin log scale. For me, I wouldn't even care. I'd probably be using these two peaks like this. And that makes too much sense. I'd say forget about this, man. And just look at this, 2 peaks up here, 3 really, 3 peaks, 1 valley, and guess what happened on the second valley? You get a perfect close right and open and reversal right there. I mean, that to me seems like it makes most sense. And now you're like back testing the heart line. Look, the heart line here was resistance. And now you're below the heart line, and now you're back testing the heart line as resistance with the bearish engulfing after. I mean, that might be, that could be a good way of looking at it, But if you want to look at it the other way, we can try. I can definitely try. So he's saying, like, he wants to go bottom to top. Not even sure, man. Not really sure on this one. I think top to bottom would be best right now. Okay, are we at the demand line, man? Let's see. Trying to make it make sense with everything, but kind of having trouble. Maybe something like that, close. I mean that includes everything, It doesn't like there's a little heart line of respect, at least once. Maybe that if you're really wanting to look at it like this is the demand line here. I think it's like if that was, then it'd be like more like that, where you have look at this, you have all these touches here. Makes a lot of sense, and then you get the candle close, right? Like we did on the top to bottom for the reversal. But the problem is if you have it like that, you've broken the demand line. You broke it, right? Yeah, so if you're going, no, right? I would say forget this right here and just if you look at it like this, even if you go 2013 to 2018, the way this was the George Soros chart. We're kidding. It's the big one. Yeah, I omitted this stuff down here. Like this is log scale, and it's like a straight line up. How do you in log scale look like your linear scale? That's how insane it was on Bitcoin initially, right? So I think this made the most sense. You had 2 on the top, and then you had 1 on the bottom, and then you had 2 on the bottom. The COVID crash it was perfect. But now like you're out of it, and right. So it's all this though is just nuance and it's not going to help you. I mean, like I think if you're below 19,891, it's a no-brainer. The longer you stay below 19,891, the higher the probability eventually becomes there's a 10% flush on Bitcoin and 30%, 40% downside on altcoins, and it could happen when the VIX spikes, when the stock market crashes, because we just saw again lowest weekly candle close on the S&P since November 2020, lowest weekly close on the Nasdaq since July 2020. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks again, James. All right, Cable Sierra wants AFP. We shall look. AFP, pharmaceuticals? No. Oh god, it's a crypto. Shoot, dude, we're screwed. We are screwed. Pancake swap. Pancake swap. I don't. Is that even on here? Is there a pancake swap? Pancake swap. Oh, BUSD. Gotcha. I'm looking at the one he wants, dude. Pancake, there it is. Yeah, this is the one he wants. I mean, I don't know why you're requesting this one like this, because there's not much I can really do. It's just, you know, I appreciate the contribution. I just don't know what I can do here. I guess the target is 223.75 from here, I guess. No idea. Wow. This is called pigs token. Literally pigs point token. Again, it's just like, you got to understand, not all requests are created equal. All the requests are equally appreciated, but you can take it to another level. Like, you can have mission completed, mission accomplished. Mission completed, contributing to the stream. But when you have mission accomplished, it's like Star Fox, right? You can do it like one way, or you could do it the harder way, the other way, and it's mission accomplished when you do it that way. But that's when you identify a discernible chart pattern, discernible edge, add inflection points, all the things that are taught in here, taught in the textbooks. You bring them to all of us, and you wow us because you've given a great technical argument for a long or short at a strategic area, and we're all on the same page. Like G-Dog. G-Dog does it all the time, man. Like, every time G-Dog requests something, we know it's probably going to be very interesting of a chart and could be strategic for an entry on a long or a short. Okay. Let's go to Hex for Day Richland. What's the next one? Hex, sorry, dude, that Hex is wrecked. Wow, HNT got delisted from I guess Binance. Y'all hear that? Helium got destroyed. Wow, there's something I've never seen before in my life. What the? On Hex, actually. This is so coincidental. What in the? I'm going to post this in the general chat of the Discord so you can see this. Unbelievable. What in the is that? You see this? It's just like broken, like the API data is destroyed or something weird. Okay, let's go to Hex though, because Hex is, I mean, it's over, dude. Like, I think Hex is going to, all the numbers are screwed up on this. Now I gotta go to another chart. Weird, man. All right, this one's better. This one's not broken like the other one. But you want to talk about kind of a cliff here? If you even consider it a cliff, it's off the cliff. Oh boy. Yeah, this one's getting ready for much lower prices, I think. This is setting up for 1.4 cents. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Richard Hart already rugged you. It's already rugged. It's no different than any other scam. It's down 94% from the all-time high. There's nothing different about Hex than anything else. There was a bubble and it popped. It wasn't revolutionary, but hey, Richard Hart got a lot of Gucci bags out of a lot of stupid people. Yeah. But somehow turned cryptocurrency into a literal religion cult. He did a great job of that. Made people actual religious followers of him. And the asset from the top's down 94%. and people will still defend him. People will say, oh yeah, he's so good. Like, right? Okay. No, it's just like everything else. Just like a 2000 pets.com is this crap. Be offended. I don't care. Look where you are. There's nothing here. Yeah, your local lows. The next target, just like it would be on the way up or down, whatever, it's like 1.4 cents. I mean, you could try to be really nice and talk about this high right here. It'll be tested 2.1 cents. Fine. That's the next target. 2 cents.
Next bull run is gonna be fun. Stick around.
They always are. Hey, we've been through many cycles now, multiple cycles, and the bull runs never disappoint. So the minimum downside on Hex is 31% from here. It's already lost 95% though. How could it go down more? It can. It'll go down 31%. If that scrub joke doesn't hold, then you're probably going down another 53% from here. Do you think it's over? It's not over. It's not even done yet. Yeah, dude, it's so much different, man. It's so, you don't understand the arrogance on the way up. You know, I brought him on because this was performing better than other things during the bear market. You know, when the bubble had already popped on most cryptos, and it was like even the summer. I think it was before. It was like during the lull between the two tops, between 65K and 69K. Brought him on and just talking out his A about how much different this is. This is so different than anything that's ever been created in crypto. And look at it. Not according to the charts, bro. Not at all. But we know who was enriched off of this. And it's still got 50% more downside, probably. That's what's crazy about it. All right, there's your Hex. Day Richland. Sorry that you were probably, I hope you're not part of that church. I hope you're not. These are unpleasant truths. You've probably already rage quit if you got indoctrinated and you were baptized in his church. Blasphemous. So check out what Rob wanted. BTC USD / WM 2NS enter. Here's your enter. This would be, I guess, Bitcoin US dollar to the money supply, you say? Counting for M2? Oh, you're already at 14K pretty much on this one, right? Yeah, Ashley, wait till the absorption of remaining demand is complete, and you will see 30 to 50% more downside on Hex. It's going to happen. It'll happen. You'll see. And no one will remember this. No one will care. Yeah, you were saying 30 to 50% more downside. And it happens, and no one's going to say crap. So it is, yeah. So this is the equivalent to $14,000 on this chart. Where Bitcoin to the US dollar is currently is at this level. It is just below this level. This is where Bitcoin would be if this was in line with spot price. Right here. This is where Bitcoin would be, right around here. But this asset is at the 14K, 13,000 plus level, and just hanging on by a thread. And if it doesn't hold, you have a strong. You finally start to get into levels that make a lot more sense. Where there was chop, yeah, there were peaks and valleys. I'm thinking like 66 cents here, which would be around $10,000 to $12,000 if we were comparing this to the spot price. So you were hanging on by a thread. If this doesn't hold, there's a lot more downside. We're talking, what, 30% more downside, 25% more downside from here? Yeah, 25% downside. If this doesn't hold. It doesn't look like it's going to hold. I don't even know. Spot price, it's like spot price to the money supply, I guess. That's what Rob's bringing up. It's interesting how it maybe it's Bitcoin in the future. Because this is where Bitcoin is right now on our normal chart. This is where the next move is what that asset just did. It will go straight down, probably straight down to 12,875 to 14K or 13,936. right there. That is the next major support. And that's kind of the measured move of the pattern. And I think like when you stay below this too long, you are gonna probably go to that support. So that means on Bitcoin, where you are right now, any price below 19,891, long enough, too long, you have 30 to 35% downside on Bitcoin from here. Yes. You don't have to believe it. You can turn the stream off. I don't really care. But you cannot. I mean, I get it. The flirtation of the level. Oh my God, it's back and forth. Ray's too emotional at this level. Whatever that someone would say. I'm too emotional at this level. No, I am. Hey, if you get above it, if you hold above it long, remember I'm live every day. That's the problem. I should probably just not stream every day. Stream once a week. So it's like, hey man, below this level is ultra bearish, and then I don't stream for all this crap, and we come back today and it's like, hey man, we're still below level, still bearish. Right, but when you're above it, we will entertain the idea, if you ever did get above it and you stayed above it long enough, you might be able to rally. You could, the shark, man, but you're below it, auto bearish. There's nothing to talk about. I don't care. You can keep flirting with this level, but you keep failing. So every time you fail, like you did today, it just reinforces that idea that there's 30%, 25 to 30% downside from here. Okay, for 780 mountains, he wanted 3M. I love the way this ended. It was beautiful. 3mm. It ended with it doesn't get better than this. A well-established downtrend, and then an asset runs from its previous high to low and hits an 88% retrace, and it's all over. Give me a sec. I don't know, man. Sorry, doing something. I hate that. You go far back in history, if something like the TradingView charts don't load, or like the small version. But anyway, what were you saying about it? Looking for a long-term entry? Why don't you wait till $86 minimum? Why don't you wait till that's some strong support down there, resistance, but you got to go back to 2004 and 7 and 8 and 11 and 12. Look at the spring back test before moon. That's where you're waiting. You gotta wait. So there's more downside. There's 21 to 25% more downside. It's almost like Hex. Yeah. Okay. That was it. That was the last request of the day so far. Right? I was like, hey, you requested. But hey, cool, it hit C, right? The CNA get the TNA. But no support in sight for a while. For 20 to 25%. Yikes. Okay. I've been live an hour and 34 minutes. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. As we've just been discussing about Bitcoin, where it is. Sure, it's holding a local level, a June 18th Black Saturday candle close. And it's been holding it and flirting below it, above it, whatever. But one thing is certain today, as of now, a formal bearish back test of 19,891 91.99 occurred. That happened for the first time since you re-breached it October 7th. It's now successfully a resistance with confirmation from market participants backtesting it, right? So staying below that too long, you understand we have a 25% downside potential below this level. Here it is. I'm sorry, it's 30% downside on Bitcoin to 35% downside. So that's just like Hex. I should have looked at XRP anyway. I'm not looking at this because you requested $5 super chat. It's just like a larger market cap coin. I kind of went into all these other things. It's still bearish, man. Well,
let's look at XRP. Did you know it has a larger MC than BNB if total supply was taken into account?
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably got a larger market cap than Bitcoin. If you include the supply, because there's crap load of it. Just kidding. But still, it doesn't matter. Like, you are still at this point where there's a bearish edge, a bearish engulfing candle that is still valid. I think there's still downside here. I think that it's all about Bitcoin, and I think Bitcoin's going lower. We just talked about the bearish backtest. How could you ever want to care? How would you think XRP is going to continue to go up like it's been going up when we know where Bitcoin is? And we know that there is a very real chance Black Monday comes based on everything that happened today, this week. So when you know all that, who cares? You got to just, man, just go take the weekend off, relax. Don't worry about XRP doing anything or Bitcoin or anything, but know where we are on Bitcoin. Bitcoin drives the market. This is XRP. I wouldn't trust anything right now with the way things are looking.
KDAPLS.
Kadena, I don't know why you want to look at it, but I appreciate the contribution, man. Thank you. Like, this is just not going to end well for XRP. It'll probably get wrecked harder than Bitcoin on the dump because it had such a nice rally. You'll see. Bitcoin dominance. Don't forget Bitcoin dominance, man. It bottomed out 100% of the time. Once it actually finds the bottom and holds, it rallies back up to that 46, whatever percent. I can't remember exactly. It rallies to the top of the range. 100% chance based on history. All right, Kadena, again, like, might as well be looking at Cardano or looking at a literal Beanie Baby, the Princess Diana Beanie Baby that doesn't have that's not the crazy one. Here's your, oh my God, there's gotta be another one with more data so I don't, completely destroy this thing. I'm gonna try to give it the benefit of the doubt, man. Yeah, here we go. Found it. Found the one that's, got the most data. There is no hope for you yet. There won't be for a while. This asset has broken local supports from May and June, and there is nothing here until 91 cents. That means where this asset is currently, there is another 26% downside. And if that level doesn't hold, then you have another 60% downside from here. This thing's done, dude. It's a loser. It probably always will be a loser. As you can see, the level that it was legit a buy wall. And after the buy wall is established, there was absorption of remaining demand, and the absorption of demand was complete the date of October 10th. And now there's nothing to do but wait until it loses another crap load of percent. 91 cents minimum. And that's me being nice. After that, 48 cents. And then you'll start talking about maybe a little bit better areas down there. But for now, all there is to do is to see it collapse more If you want to have your alerts set up, fine. But to think about owning this would be probably one of the dumbest things you could ever do. Oh, I'm just going to own Cadena after it's absorbed demand, broke the buy wall, and there's no formal support for another 30+%. That's your Cadena. Sens, I appreciate the contribution. I don't know what you were looking for here, but we knew. I mean, I don't have to. I can just hear you request some tepid off-brand scrub coin of the 18,000 scams. And I know, most likely, it looks like it's setting up to collapse. This one certainly is. Okay. Sins, what were you thinking, man? He said thank you. Haha. He's laughing. That's good. He's not offended. Whew. Imagine being offended by lines. Because it's a straight line up and a straight line down where you are now. Vlad probably did. Guess what happened today, chat? You want to see something crazy? You want to see a green chart? Here it is. The US 10-year. Wow. Just closes above 4% for the first time since mother of God. Like 2008, and that was like a resistance support or something too. It's whack, man. For the weekly, look at this. You like closed the week above resistance of sorts. Like you see the inflection, the lows, the highs. This is real, and it was a confirmed weekly breakout. Now this one I do in log scale. As you can see, the log scale is beautiful. You broke out, you even back tested, now you're rallying, and there's nothing till 5%. And if you think about what's probably about, if we're talking about the VIX is elevated and we're probably going to be going to 40 plus soon. We talk about the index funds about to collapse to much lower levels soon after a summer of consolidation, bear market rallies. I can't be surprised. And you now have the US 10-year yield breaking 2008, 2010 resistances. I could certainly understand how this could see 5%. No problem. Okay. All your yields looking nuts like this, dude. This is kind of historic. This is extremely historic. We are living history right now. This is as crazy in ways. It's actually kind of crazier, I think, than the COVID crash in its own right. Sure, the whole world's not locking down, but there are multiple crises occurring at the same time. Like you have a gaggle of black swans occurring. A gaggle, yes. Okay, well, look at DGB. You want to see how screwed this thing is? Oh my God, this is so done soon. Like once, look at this. These S coins. You think they're gonna hold this? They're not. They're not. DGB, I would imagine, based on all the context of the world of finance, when this thing breaks this last leg, it loses 80% of its value once it breaks. This was the COVID crash low. Oh, I could imagine it goes there again, probably. All right, man. So I hope you enjoy your weekend. I will be. It's my birthday weekend, third weekend in October. It always is. Finally, the Alabama-Tennessee game will be worth a crap. The day I was born in '87, Alabama used to play home games in Birmingham. The doctor was rushing to deliver me for the Alabama-Tennessee game. I was born. Alabama started playing. They beat the living crap out of Tennessee, and that was the moment of my life. And here we are again, going on 35 years later, and top 10 matchup. So it'll be exciting to watch, and hope you tune in too. It'll definitely be the most watched game of the year by far. Nothing will even be close to this right now. So anyway, that's where we are, below 19,891. You know where I stand. You can only be bearish. You run the risk of collapsing anytime below that too long. And we've been below it. We're flirting with it, but good luck. I'll be back. Thanks for everything. The likes, love, support, contributions, all in between. Join the Discord or be destroyed. Until next time, respect the TA.
Gentlemen in the mix.
gonna dip.